share his experience about us today.
First of all, thank you for coming and La Moutian. Nice Women's Day. And I am very happy to see you and to share with you my passionate experience in ultra race. But I don't want to make it like class. So if you have any question, feel free to ask. Okay? To start, I'm going to present myself. Armand Asli. I am French. I live in Bucharest for 2 years. In France, I was a personal trainer and I own my own gym for 10 years. And everything started during this period when one of my customers vanished for 2 weeks. And when he came back, I asked him, where were you? And he told me I was in the desert in Morocco. I was running in a race called Marathon des Sables. And I didn't know the race, and I asked him, what is Marathon des Sables? He told me it's something very, very hard. 200 kilometers, 6 stages. And he said the magic word. He said it's for foolish and crazy people. So I said, okay, if it's for crazy people, I will be involved in the next year. And the next year, I was on the start line, and it was the born of my passion. So it was on 2010, and I would like to show you just one video, short video, because in Marathon des Sables, there are 6 stages, and one is called, sorry, La Longue Étape, the longest stage. And in 2010, the longest stage was 91 kilometers. So the start was done on Wednesday, 6 p.m. And you have to cross the finish line at last Thursday, 8 p.m. For me, I reached the camp around midnight, but I would like to show you the arrival of the last one. So it was a very, very short and interesting video. So sorry for the sound. 91 kilometers. So I think it's a very good representation of the spirit of ultra running. For those who didn't know what is ultra running, I'm gonna tell you more about. So please, if you have a question, don't hesitate. So what is ultra running? So I would like to insist on this part You can't learn ultra running in the athleticism, the school of athleticism. It's something you discover through someone. You have to discuss with lots of people to understand what is exactly the meaning of ultra running, and you have to find how to achieve the goal through the experience of other people. Okay? So, what is it? You can find two ways of ultra running. The first one is clockwise race. This is a race, for example, which starts Saturday on 10 a.m. and finish Sunday at 10 a.m. So you have 24 hours and you have to run as far as you can. It's on a circuit or track. This is the first thing. The second one, online. I put some example for you. This one in Austria, for example, there is a start point on the finish point. So this one made 280 kilometers, and you have 36 hours to make all the runs. So in this kind of race, you have to manage everything. They give you the start point, they give you the finish point, they give you the time to accomplish the race. After, you manage everything as you want. If you want to sleep, you can sleep. But after, you have to run faster to be on time at the arrival. You can see this one is Lac Léman in Switzerland. This one is in Italia, and this one is Lac Balaton in Hungary. So you have 212 kilometers to run around the lake. It was my first succeed attempt. This is how to manage the clockwise. This is what I told you about. So you need a team to follow you and to give you some food. You have to manage. In my case, for this kind of race, so 212 kilometers, I run 5 kilometers, and during 1 kilometer, I take some food, some drink. After 5 kilometers to run, 1 kilometer to rest and to eat, 5 kilometers to run, and as far as I can, and it's the finish line, hopefully. Why? Big question. Very big question. Why practice ultramarathon? It's a really good question. It's something, again, it's a fight against yourself. There is no opponent, there is no teammates, there is only you, the road, your will, your physique, and your mind. I think the more important in this kind of race is the mind, not the body. I think, and I am very, very sure everyone can achieve ultra race. But you have to get involved in it and to live for it. Is someone already done a ultramarathon or not? Which one? You didn't need. And you? The same? Which one? Okay. There is a difference because you are talking about trail race, and I talk only about race on road.
You go to trail?
No, I don't. I don't want to. No, I don't want to do trail because for me it's something more dangerous for the knees. For the you risk more during a trail in my mind about injuries.
But the impact for the knees is high around.
Absolutely not, because the speed is slow, and there is absolutely no impact. When you see someone running a marathon, you can see he run and he goes. He run and he goes. For ultra marathon, you run only staying in touch with the road.
Yes, but Gordon is one of my friends
Yeah.
who participated to marathon.
Yeah.
Marathon. Ran the first marathon in under 3 hours. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's an impact.
For during the marathon.
Yes, the first
Yeah.
42 kilometers, very hard.
But I can show you some people, this one for example, which work in Orange in France. Oh, sorry, one more. One. This guy is able to make 1 ultramarathon per month without injuries. And he ran for 20 years now. And each month, he is able to make an ultramarathon without injuries. But it's not about which one can give injuries, which one is not. It's not better or not. I think it's on the mind. Some people really like to make some trails, and I understand, and I really like to run on road. This is a different way to see how to run. Do you have a question or not? Not yet.
Let's come back to why.
Why? It's the worst question. Why? I don't know. I think I was a former fighter. I do practice kickboxing in France. I was a vice champion of France of kickboxing, and I would like to find something different. I am too old now to practice box. I don't want to have my nose broken. So I find the same feeling in ultra race, because you have to fight against yourself, and you know what I mean. Because when you play football or every team sport, you can say, okay, I am the best, but if I lose, it's not my fault. It's the fault of other people. In this case, you have to run. No one is coming to shoot you. No one is coming to grab you. It's only you facing yourself. The first time I tried to take part in a race, it was a Spartathlon in Greece, 246 kilometers, and as everyone, I saw the movie 300, and I say, I am Spartan, I am too strong. I'm gonna take part on this race, it's gonna be very, very easy, no worries. But after 110 kilometers, the organization decided to stop me because I was late, 7 minutes late to a checkpoint. And I discovered who I really am. And I said, okay, I think I am the best, I am the strongest, I am everything. And suddenly I said, no, I can't. I can't say that because it's not true. That's why. The why is, if you want to find your limits, to reach your limits, and to try to push a little your limits, it's a very good way to do that. That's why I say it's an introspection to discover yourself. I think lots of people would like to try this kind of race, but are afraid. They are afraid because of failure. They say it's very, very hard. If I fail, I am the only responsible for this failure. So it's not easy to test.
What does it mean failure?
Failure? What happened to me in Spartathlon, to be stopped. Not to go to, it's after, for me, failure is something very, very, very important. And it's a good and a positive thing. Because if you win, or if you reach your goal, it's okay, everything was okay. I was well prepared. I finished the race, so nothing more. Now I just enjoy the reward. But if you fail, the following weeks, it's the worst of your life. But after you have to reflect about what you did and what I did wrong, what happened, what I failed, and what to do to succeed the next time. So I am very, very, how do you say, very close to failure, because failure is the best way to get better. For me, I prepared just an example or an image. For me, failure is like a wood. Every year you add something. So sometimes you could have a failure, but at the end, this is what you really are. Okay?
Another question. In order for you to succeed, to achieve your goal,
Yeah.
did you practice before to make sure you respect the deadlines and the times and all the things in order to achieve the
To
goal?
practice as long as
Before.
the race will be or not.
Before the race.
Before the race, in my case, I train every day 2 hours. Every day. So I keep a minimal health, if I can tell that. But approaching the race during the 2 months before, I made some muscular works to get ready for the race. But during the race, when you take part of this race, it's impossible to know if you will finish or not. Because even if the morning, after 10 hours, you feel very, very good, you have to go through the night. And you don't know, you can't imagine what happened during the night. During the night, you are running and suddenly you don't know where you are, what time is it, what are you doing here? you are here and I am alone in the dark. Everyone across the world is sleeping. What happened? What I am here? And it's very, very hard to go through the night. But if you go through the night after, it's